Hello and welcome back to ALW Collectible. Today we're taking a jump back into the world of the Transformers. Once again, where the good guys are bad and the bad guys are good, this being Shattered Glass. We're going to be taking a look at 2021 Deluxe Class Shattered Glass Blurr. And I must say, in the original G1 cartoon and comics, he's a lovable character, nice, upbeat. In the Shattered Glass universe, they did an amazing job of turning that personality upside down. Really cool characterization and a fantastic looking figure. What you see is what you get with the set. Of course, you get a welding torch arm. You get his blaster. And you get Blurr himself. This is a recolor and a slight retool of the Studio Series 2020 Blurr. And it looks really sharp. I do like this. Hopefully the colorization comes through. It's got dark blue and light blues. My camera's kind of like not showing them perfectly, but hopefully they come across nice. I love this color palette. You get the black with the blue lightning bolts going all the way up. You get the orange for the windshield, and you can see the purple Decepticon, I'm so used to saying that, purple Autobot symbol right back there. And funny thing with this mode, there are no wheels on this one. None. So he's supposed to hover like he did in the movie, in the comic. I almost said movie. So on a shelf, he's just going to sit. So really can't show you whether he rolls or not. The design is beautiful. You got a console here. Seat. And it looks just like Blurr from a distance. If you just see the silhouette, you'd think it's just the original. Even underneath, it just flows together so nicely. Is he going to stand? No. Very cool looking. So before we get into a little bit of transformation, let's give you a little bit of background on him. Pre-Cybertronian War Blurr was a well-spoken and respected lecturer. But he has traded this life for the life of a bloodthirsty warrior. As his name suggests, he is quite fast in both robot and vehicle form. During the war, he was a scout, intercepting vital information for the Autobots, learning about prototypes and advancements that the Autobots have created to use to the Decepticons' advantage. I said that backwards. I am so sorry. I read the words and I said it backwards. He was working for the Autobots, getting them information so they can use it against the Decepticons. Wow. I'm going to leave that in for everybody. Wow. Okay, back to normal. Where was I? Scout. Okay. After the war, he became a courier, a bounty man. Bounty man. Why did I write that? Wow. Bounty hunter of sorts, and ended up in the good favor in one of the highest regarded hitman for Goldbug. Wow, I just butchered that entire ending of the thing I wrote. Okay, we're just going to move past that. Wow. Back to normal here. Sorry about that. All right, so let's take a look at his transformation. It's going to take a second to recover. So, transformation for him is pretty cool. Side note with this, though. I talked to two other people that ended up getting this figure. They have the same issue I did. When they got this, I got mine secondhand, and the original owner didn't fix it either. These pieces here were put on the wrong side. So you got to be careful with that. You want to make sure that the smooth pieces and car motor out. And I'll show you what I mean. These pieces were switched. So for transformation, first thing we're going to do, we're going to come to the back. And then the side, and we'll just loosen it. And there's one. And these are pegged in and they're nice and tight. He comes in robot mode, and like I said, shattered glass, I'm doing it differently from vehicle to robot. So you're going to extend those out like so. Next, I'm going to come to the bottom. I'm going to unpeg these and just slightly turn them out, which is going to just move these, even though it shouldn't. Ah! You're messing up my transformation. At this hinge outward, like so, and like so. We're going to flip down the feet. Just going to move the arms out of the way. You see, he does not want to transform today. When I come to the front, we're going to separate the legs. We're going to take this piece, flip it in. We're going to bring this over, and this is going to clip all together. Bring his foot around. Clip that in place. Same thing over here. That's going to come over, and it's going to come underneath this piece. Like so. And there are his legs. Next, I'm just going to flip this seat up. I'm going to bring the arms completely out of the way. Come to the back. These two pieces, I'm just going to push them here. And here, they're going to tab right in. Next, I'm going to take the nose cone at this joint here, up, over his head. This is a double joint. And tab it onto his back and clip. I'm going to take this chest plate, turn it around. I'm going to bring this up. Bring the arm in. And turn it. Clip that in place. Same thing here. Bring that around. Clip it in. Now what I was saying was I'm going to turn this all the way around and pop it open to expose the hand. This is going to naturally pop with this piece here. That's fine. And pop. So the hands were switched on my mold. I had to fix that. And mine suffers from a common error. This one piece on the same side is constantly loose. So I display mine pretty much with his arm up in the air so it doesn't flop around. There is Blurr in his robot mode. Stay, please. It's not going to stay. Bring his arm back a little, just so you see what it looks like. Again, the color palette is Blurr, but with a twist. And it looks really, really nice. And this is the new head sculpt. You can see the eye patch on the left side, the red eye, the silver face. And he is designed to actually have light piping, but it's painted. So this is painted in the back, and then the eyes are painted over, so it's kind of pointless. That looks, oh, so cool. Color-wise, he's one of my favorite Shattered Glass figures next to Prime. I think he just looks fantastic. Because he looks very spot on to the original, just slightly modified. Articulation, all the way around. Wiggle waggle, you got the full Exorcist. Shoulder goes all the way around. Out. Again, massively posable. Elbow. Bend. And you do not have wrist rotation unless you move this. Oop. He does have waist rotation. He can do the full splits. He does have thigh rotation. He does have a decent knee bend. And he has a little bit of articulation in the foot. Very, very interesting. And of course, you can give him his equipment. There's the torch, and the torch will help hold that in place. Kind of pushes on the edge of it, so I put it on that hand. I just realized I didn't put his arm back in place. There we go. So you can do some nice poses with these. Whoop. Just realized my camera angle is not the greatest. And his balance is pretty good. So this has been Transformers Shattered Glass Deluxe Class 2021 Blurr. And I would highly recommend him for any collection. You know, I would rate this character at least a 7 out of 10, if not an 8, only because of the design flaw, and I wish it was just a little bit more of the lightning color on him. I think that really stands out for this figure. On top of that, I think it's a phenomenal figure. Very little to complain about. I like the overall look, and the characterization that they changed him to just really sets it off for me. Having said all that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. Many more videos heading your way. Transformers, some Predator, and many more. Have a good day.